All right. Hello. This is something a little different from my YouTube channel. First off, let me get rid of this. So, I came across I made a post yesterday because I came across a GitHub link, and I shared that GitHub link with my LinkedIn network. And when I share these things, I somewhat get like a little surge of a following or connection requests. A few people here and there. And so I woke up and I checked LinkedIn and I got some connection requests. And then I don't just add people, I'll check them out because they could be bots, they could just be spammers, or they could be anybody. They could be not beneficial to me. So I found one. I'm not going to show his name or information. And I checked him out. He's a web developer, and I checked out his projects. And I get to the project section of his LinkedIn profile, and there's a project on there called Sumz, SUMZ. There's a screenshot of it too, which it looked like a beautiful website, but there was no link. So I decided to Google it. I looked at the screenshot. I used my context clues, that you learn when you're a kid. I Googled Sums, and what this does is summarize articles using ChatGPT 4. So I looked it up and I come across it, but it's made by somebody different. So I'm gonna pull up this. On the left, we have the GitHub repository of the person that um, who added me on LinkedIn. And on the right, we have the article that I Googled up and found. I'm sorry, not the article. I think I said article, but the guy that we Googled and found. This is his GitHub repository. Um, and I'm I'm perplexed because let's look at the sites first, I guess. This is the guy that added me on LinkedIn on the left with an article. Let's actually refresh that. Okay. And then this is the one that I found on the right. Now the articles that are in here both are the same because I tested them both out to see the functionality of them. And this got me wondering. So I looked at this one, but then what happened was I go back to the guy's profile and I end up finding a post where he posted the link to his website in the GitHub repository. So I was able to find it eventually. Now you can see why I'm perplexed. What let's see here. So the names, this guy you deployed on Versal, they called his app AI-summarize-psi, PSI, whatever. And this guy decided to call his article sums on, and he deployed his on Render. I didn't know you can deploy the front end on render.com, but I guess you can. I've only ever deployed the back end on Render. So the logo is what's killing me though. Well, that's not the only thing that's killing me, but the logo is exact fucking same. The GitHub button is exact fucking same, but this one has an outline around it, or a border, a white border around it. Um, the overall font, I'm not sure if that's the same. Actually, it doesn't look like it is. I'm not a front end guy. Like, I really don't care to be a front end guy and know difference between fonts and shit like that. It doesn't matter to me. I mostly care about functionality. But I really like the way the one on the right looked. And I was like, man, this looks like a good site, but it's not his. But then this one looks the same. I'm like, but wait, who's this? Who's this? Who? So I'm doing a little investigating right now. I didn't expect my morning to take this turn. Um, this is very interesting. Same fucking website, same functionality. You post a link to an article. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I've tried this a couple times now. We're gonna use the same link I've used. Just click the little enter button, which is again is the same. The way it puts it down here is the same. All the buttons are the same. The link icon's the same. The difference is not the title, but the little description here. Simplify your reading with summarize or summize. See, I think this is. Look at this. Simplify your reading with Summize, built from open source article summarizer that transforms lengthy articles into clear, concise summaries. I don't think he needed a comma there. He could have put it into clear and concise summaries. I think he's got a spelling error here. Summize. I think he means to say summarize or sums. It's in his title. It says summarize, but in his description it doesn't. On the right, we have summarize any article with sums, an open source article summarizer that transforms lengthy articles into clear and concise summaries. So You can see, I don't know if one of the others trying to be different. If this the one on the right or the one on the left is again the guy who fucking added me on LinkedIn is trying to be different and then fucked it up somehow, or the one on the right was like, I can do this better. So you can see the functionality is pretty cool. It shows a link you previously posted and it summarizes it. Now, this is the second time on each site that I've done this, and it varies. Sometimes the site will be the summarization will be a little bit longer, or it'll be a little bit shorter like this. I don't know what happens. Yeah, so this is the first one, I think. No, this is the first one. So the one at the top is the first one, and it just kind of varies. It seems just good and fine. ChatGPT will do that if you just try something over and over again. It might give you a few words different. So my thing is, let's go. So the site we get works the same. If you click their GitHub buttons on each one, it'll take them to their GitHubs. I already have them open, so let's go ahead and do that. This is the one on the Mike, we'll call him LinkedIn guy, Mike on the left, and then this is I don't know JB Mora on the right. Not LinkedIn guy. This guy just found his site. So this guy took 22 commits. You can see the languages: JavaScript, HTML, CSS. This one is just JavaScript. I'm curious how he's gotten this to work. Um, the time frame for these, and I looked. I'm like, okay, maybe one of them is like a contributor to the other, or he forked one of them forked it or something like that. No, 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 no. Nobody. There's no pull requests for this, so there's no contributors except for this guy. And this one I actually didn't check. No contributors for this one either. Nobody forked it. As far as no, there's no active forks, I should say. Maybe somebody did fork it previously. I think you can tell, but if it's only if it's your repo, maybe, and therefore active forks. And for anybody who's watching this does know what a fork is, it's like somebody basically makes a copy of your software so they can do their own things to it to then either make their own version of it or contribute to your version. Excuse me. Um, yeah, let's look at the code, I guess. So the last contribution was for this one on the right was May 15th of this year. This one was April. Let's see. So let's go back at the commits and see. I am very curious here. So he just updated a YAML file. Um, signed off by. Okay, that doesn't matter. Updated README back in April 27th. Okay, so that date is actually very familiar because on this date was his last commit. So let's look at the commit history here. April 27th, update index.html. Update readme. Wait, hello? So there is another branch. Or there was another branch. Interesting. Algo Hustle. Who's Algo Hustle? I'm telling you, I'm doing investigation right now. So we're going to do github.com/algo hustle. Did I spell that right? Algo hustle. Interesting. So maybe that was his name before he changed it. I don't know. Initial commit was April 23rd. Initial commit here was April 21st. I'm trying to like. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying somebody stole the other project. It's a fucking app that anybody can probably make, right? But the fucking design is the exact same. That's the part that's getting me. So the initial commit was looks like git ignore index. What? This is a beefy. I don't know what index source is. I don't know. I know what this is. It's using Tailwind. That's why there's no CSS showing up because it's all written in HTML. But then he also is that as okay. So he's using. Is he using React? He's using React. Okay. Um. I don't. Why did he up? So this is interesting. What's this initial commit look like? Like actual code, right? Got its get ignore and then the license. That's it. Straight up get ignore license. Initializes the app. Okay, so he's. I don't know what. I didn't really look into the code. It looks like he's not using anything crazy. He's using Tailwind and he's using React as well. Okay. So he uploaded his logo on April 21st. This guy, I think images are usually at the bottom, so we're going to skip at the bottom here. Same exact fucking images. He got his on the 21st. This guy got his when? On the 23rd. Hmm. I think, look, he's even got tags and stuff, dude. I think Mike, LinkedIn guy, is blatantly stole this idea and like all the code. I'm curious why the languages aren't showing up for this. I don't. Maybe he's. I don't know. Like people set up. Excuse me. People set up React different ways. He's got documentation. I think this guy on the left stole the idea and is like trying to pass it off as an own. I'm not gonna show the LinkedIn post, but this I don't know. Again, I didn't expect this to go this take a turn this way, but something just. Why did he also uploaded his env file? His env file. Taking a break for the night. I don't want to show his env file because it might be a key that he paid for. But I mean, I guess if anybody wants it, they can go see it themselves. But I'm not showing it. Yeah. I mean, check who you add on LinkedIn. I guess is the moral of the story because they could just be somebody who steals other people's software. And again, it's not like something. It's just something that's like a company's software. It's proprietary. No, it's just a guy put on GitHub. There's a license with it. I would imagine it's MIT license. Do what you want with it, pretty much. But don't pass it off as your own fucking thing. And like as if it's your fucking idea. This is your thing, and then steal exactly the same fucking everything about it, and then but except for make it worse with bad fucking spelling. You got to be kidding me. I think Mike stole the shit. Is it stealing? Maybe not, but I come on, dude. Like you could have made your own version of this that wasn't just different with spelling errors. It's crazy. All right, yeah, that's it. I just I didn't expect to go down this route, but it's very interesting. So I don't think I will be adding Mike to my LinkedIn. Doesn't seem like a very honorable person. If you heard that sneezing sound, it was this little air freshener thing. But yeah, that's it. Thank you. Where's my OBS? Oh my God, there it is.